particularly given the pandemic. This year's Anzac Day address at the memorial that was held here a couple of hours ago was this year given by the New South Wales Governor, Margaret Beazley, and she spoke about why mental health is at the forefront of 2020 as it was all those years ago, and she even described the pandemic itself as a war. Now, there were a number of people that gathered here today at the War Memorial, all abiding by social distancing rules. There were police here, but nobody was moved on. Margaret Beazley, though, did today lay a single flower on behalf of all of New South Wales because for the first time this event was streamed online.
It's a difficult time for everybody, particularly a difficult time for some of our more elderly veterans. But I do think it's a time when we'll all remember, and we'll remember this Anzac Day, perhaps as some of us haven't remembered any other Anzac Day for that very reason.
Now, we have been here for most of the day and we have seen a real steady stream of people coming here at the pool of reflection, sitting in silence and solidarity to reflect on those who fought for us all those years ago, but who continue to do so now. I did speak to one woman who became extremely emotional when she told me, why she was here today.
Usually every year I march with my grandfathers, we're the veterans, the Sparrow Force unit, and I just felt this year that I just needed to be here. I didn't want to be in my driveway. And I just think, for what all these boys and what, people continue to fight for is personal freedom and, our freedoms. So, yeah, it's important.
Now, ordinarily, the acting president of the New South Wales RSL would give an Anzac Day address, but this year his speech was pre-recorded. And in that speech, he reflected on the work of Defence Force personnel, particularly in Sydney this year. Over the bushfire season, they worked alongside firefighters, but now they're standing side by side with emergency service personnel as they fight against COVID-19. I did speak to him earlier, though, today, and he told me that he was heartened by the fact that so many had turned out on their driveway this morning for the dawn service.
It's very heartening to see that, and just people holding candles in the driveway and watching it. It started at dark and then the sun rose, and it looked very good and very effective and very refreshing, and to see that people are supporting and remembering our fallen.
So here in New South Wales, people have been using innovative ways to remember this day. We even saw earlier at that dawn service a lone bugler standing on the steps of the Sydney Opera House playing The Last Post. So, Tom, a very different Anzac Day this year, but nonetheless we are remembering lest we forget.